Good afternoon, it's Eddie and Claire from Glow of Love. How are we all doing? Congratulations to all you couples out there who are planning your big day. We're going to start with the unit today. Welcome back to our unit. We're going to start with the rustic Mr. and Mrs. letters that you see in front of you today. These stand at 3 foot, but then they're all sitting on crates at different levels, just to stagger it a little bit, just to make it a little bit more alternative. We also colour match or complement your colour scheme with flowers and accessories. And today, these are just some of the flowers that we've put together as an idea for you brides and grooms. The letters are a rustic effect, and they are LED lights as well. We also have the extra S to make it Mr., Mrs. and Mrs., or we can remove the S's to make the Mr. and Mr., depending on the situation. This is our rustic postbox. Also, as well, we complement the postbox with flowers or fresh gypsophilia on little accessories, and around where the frame is, we've got a little note in there, a little message just for all your guests. Just you're saying thank you to your guests, or we can put a little photograph in there as well of you both. It's entirely up to yourself what you prefer on the day. We can have a chat about that. One-to-one consultation.
We also do the love.
Oh, sorry, yeah, forgot about that, Claire. We also do the rustic love. That's 4 foot letters. We showed those 2 weeks ago. They're 4 foot tall. Then they're sitting on crates as well. We also have everything. What you see in rustic, you can also see in the white products as well. Whether it be Mr. and Mrs., Mrs. and Mrs., or Mr. and Mr., which is in white. We've got 2 or 3 different versions of the white love as well. Some of them are colour changing lamps, or you can have the warm LED effect, the same as what we're showing today, which is in the white letters.
We have I Do.
We have, oh yeah, the new I Do. We've got the new, brand spanking new I Do, which is 4 foot tall. That's got colour changing lamps in it as well, but they can be preset to a particular colour, whether it be just a warm white, a nice pink, different shades of blues and things like that. And we've also got the rustic I Do in the process of being made at the moment. We're waiting for that to hopefully come later on this year. This is our 5 foot 1 piece I Do. If you can make it out, it's battery operated, this one. Also sitting on a crate, and like we say with all the other items that we have, we dress it with the accessories and the flowers as well. You can either have the artificial flowers that we use, or we can use fresh gypsophilia, and we can change the colours of the gypsophilia to match or to complement your colour scheme again. This is battery operated, so it just looks lovely near the registrar's table. Just complements it really, really lovely, just as you're about to sign your certificates, and you've got the I Do sitting alongside it. It looks absolutely stunning in photographs. But that's just the tall 5 foot rustic I Do. Like I said, we do have the white one as well, which is quite a bit of a bigger piece. You can see that on our Facebook page.
The white I Do is individual letters, isn't it?
Yeah, the white I Do is individual, but that's one big piece is this I Do here, this particular one.
Okay.
Love heart. This is our giant, just over 6 foot love heart in white. We've also got a rustic one of these being made as well, in the same style, with the warm white LED lights inside it. It's sitting on heel on. This looks absolutely beautiful. Just sat either alongside your wedding cake or just behind it, and then you in front of it with a nice silhouette of the looks absolutely stunning. Lovely.
Yeah.
This is our white post box. Once again, similar to the rustic one, where we've got the frame in the front. I must say as well, all our post boxes do have locking keys on the back. You'll have a key, and we keep a spare just in case you've had too much Prosecco. You can never have too much Prosecco in one day. And like I say, we have a little note on the front, or you can have a photograph in there, just like the rustic letters as well.
You can all our post boxes can come on a podium or they can go on a table.
Yeah. They can stand on their own podium, or if there is space alongside your guest book or whatever, they can sit alongside there on a table at the venue as well.
Yeah.
This is my favourite piece, one of my favourite pieces when it comes to treats and sweets. It's our giant Ferris wheel. It has 8 individual buckets to put all the sweets and treats in. It's probably just over 5 foot tall. Is this one? We've got a smaller one as well, which is approximately 3.5 to 4 foot tall. It's absolutely gorgeous. All our white stuff has just been painted, so everything is brilliantly white and looking fabulous for when we get going again. And it does all turn. Like I say, 8 boxes of sweets. Absolutely stunning. Ideal for not just the kids, the adults as well. It also comes with the bags for the sweets and all the tongs. Everything you need for the Ferris wheel.
It can be hired.
It can be hired either dry hire, £75, and we can also supply the sweets as well, which would be extra. And we can, if anyone had dietary needs, we can talk about that on a one-to-one basis as well, on specific sweets for any dietary requirements. Any questions so far?
Just Alana is saying how much she enjoyed the sweetie Ferris wheel when it came.
Fabulous. One of our messages today on our Facebook page, I asked if anyone was interested in seeing any of the items. His name was Sean, one of my friends, Sean. He was interested in the Connect 4. We didn't have much space to put it in today, but the Connect 4 is just coming into focus now at the back of the unit. This is our Connect 4 with nice pink and yellow discs. Absolutely great for fun for all the family, as well as all our other long outside, indoor, outdoor games as well. We're going to move over to our comics.
Shall I put the light on?
Okay. We're going to put the light on 2 seconds. This is our ever so popular comic stands. Great bit of fun for you and all your guests at the wedding. I'm going to demonstrate with a nice smile on my face. And this is our Peaky Blinders. Very, very popular at the moment at weddings for a Peaky Blinders theme, etc. Nice little sign at the front with the crates and things as well. Absolutely brilliant. It's Peaky Blinders. It's one of my favourites. I forgot which one this is. Claire, which one?
Just Married.
This is the Just Married. Happy as ever. Just signed up, register our book, and hey, we're married. Happy days. What's this one?
Drunken Groom.
This is the groom, is it?
Yes.
Yeah. This is my favourite after a few beers. Bit of fun, like I say, for all the family, and if there were young children that wanted to use it as well, for the little ones, we can supply a little step at the back so the children can reach up to the pre-drilled spaces, so the kids can see through as well for some great photographs. This is the Just Married car, I believe, is it?
Yep.
Yeah. Forgot what it was now.
Another one that's absolutely brilliant. We've used this quite a few times at some of our wedding shows that we've gone to, and we've got most of the bridal party stood within this square, big, massive car, which is like the back window. Yeah, it's the back window of the car, of the vintage car. Very, very popular with the brides and grooms as well, and like I say, the rest of the guests. Any questions on the comic stands?
Just how did we use it? But we've seen that you can use it.
Right. 2 seconds, I'll just come back round. Another one of my favourite items, another 2 of my favourite items, is our cookie wall and donut wall. If you hire any of our letters, whether it be the rustic Mr. and Mrs. letters, Mr. and Mr. or Mrs. and Mrs., either in white or the rustic colours, or the DJ hire, we're offering you one of these complimentary. The cookie wall will come with 100 cookies, complimentary, and the donut wall would come with 60 donuts, which is also complimentary. If you book any of our larger items, be the DJ, the letters, in the Mr. and Mrs., Mr. and Mr., Mrs. and Mrs.
And love.
And love, yes, and our rustic love or white love as well.
Yep.
It's absolutely beautiful. Nice deal, absolutely fantastic. Nice.
Oh man, it's empty. Were you hungry, Eddie?
Sadly, I wasn't allowed to fill it with cookies and donuts today. I'm still on the diet. But yeah, I would be very happy if I was allowed to fill it with cookies and donuts. The cookies would fill 3 of the shelves if you stacked all the donuts all on top of one another quite tightly. And then 60 donuts, maybe 2 or 3 have to be double pegged onto the donut wall as well. Okay. Has anyone got any more questions regarding any of our items?
What about booking?
Booking, yes. To book with us, we would require a non-refundable booking fee of £50. That secures your date and the items you wanted to book. If there's any other items at a later date you wanted to add on, we would just add that onto your package and then email you out your fresh paperwork with the new balances and things on, and that is due 4 weeks before the big day.
Yeah.
And regarding the DJs, if you wanted us to be your DJ for the evening, we'd sit down again 4 weeks, and things that you don't want us to play at your wedding, which could be quite important in some situations.
Yeah. And what about a final requirement meeting for?
Yes, we also offer you a final requirement meeting somewhere convenient for you guys, and we'll come somewhere convenient for you. We'll sit down, grab a coffee, on us, and chat about your colour schemes, how you'd like the letters to look in the rooms, your flower colour scheme, everything, all the finer details, the timings, just everything. We'll cover all the aspects of the booking, so you know that we're singing from the same hymn sheet and we're on the same page.
And to make your day.
And to make your day as special as you'd expect it to be. It's your day. It's not about us. It's about you, our couples. And I can't think of anything else at the moment. Claire, have you got any ideas what we've maybe forgotten?
Just that if we can't help.
Oh yeah, if we can't help you, we can always pass you on to someone that can help, or hopefully can help you. If we can't fill the items that you require from us, we can put you onto other suppliers in the area, and hopefully get you booked in with a professional wedding supplier. I like my t-shirts, it's quite nice, isn't it? Supporting Fayres Yorkshire.